Anytime Fitness. Let's make healthy happen.
That boot store can help you dress in style, from casual Western wear for a night out with family and friends to a special meeting that requires a fashion touch with Western flair. From boots to hats, belts to shirts to jeans and a lot more for the smallest of the largest in name brand Western attire, including Carhartt work clothes. Shop that boot store for the whole family. Open Tuesday through Thursday 9 to 5, Friday and Saturday 9 to 5:30. Next to Billboard Kia, 15th Street, Panama City, where God is good all the time.
Boost your team's productivity and morale with this workplace tip from Cintas. A well-maintained uniform helps your team look and feel more professional. Don't leave their appearance to chance. Let Cintas handle your team's uniforms. With their Apparel Plus program, Cintas picks up, launders, and delivers fresh work apparel back to you, so your employees focus on doing their jobs, not their laundry. Learn more about Apparel Plus at Cintas.com.
Don't let biased algorithms or degree screens or exclusive professional networks or stereotypes. Don't let anything keep you from discovering the half of the workforce who are stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time to tear the paper ceiling and see the stars beyond it. Find out how you can make stars part of your talent strategy at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work in the
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. John. ESPN Northwest Florida. Rise and shine, campers. It's a brand new day.
What a lovely morning.
Good morning, starshine.
You seem happy this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming in early.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local. Live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hot tub. I'm full of water. Stay hot tub. Stay hot tub. Gonna get you hot tub. I'm gonna make it wet. Stay hot tub. Rubber dub in the hot tub. Rubber dub with me. Try to get the hot tub. Yeah. Really make me sweat. Yeah. Try to get the hot tub. Get in. Really make me wet.
Yeah. Well. What a day, man. Absolutely. It's like summertime. You've been out of the building for a while, out of the saddle, and I've been sad. Our ratings now will go back through the roof. The one and only, the legendary, Jeremy Priestley. Jeremy, how you doing, sir?
I am doing well. It is good to be back. Thought I would be able to tell you a little bit about our time in Greece and Turkey and Crete and Cyprus, but we never got off the ground here in Panama City. We were at the airport the day of our departure, and about 40 of us getting ready to head over for 12 days in the Mediterranean. Of course, this is before everything.
This is all through the church, right?
But yeah, big travel group. And we were going to retrace, some of the holy sites over there, and our phones started lighting up that our cruise had been canceled. And so during the night, on the way back into port, the boat we were going to be on caught fire.
Wow.
And was under tug back into Athens. And the damage was so great, they would not be able to get it repaired to be seaworthy to go back out, which is fine by me. I don't want to add, have experienced a lifeboat in the Mediterranean to my resume.
Sure.
And so I called our church administrator who had taken all of us out there. And I said to him, you're not going to believe this. And, he's trying to think why I might be calling him because he's just dropped us off. And he said, somebody left a very important piece of luggage on the bus. And I said, oh, no, if that was just the least of my worries, I said, I'd buy everything they need out of this very expensive airport store.
There you go. Yeah.
And told him that, no, you got to come back and get us. We're not going anywhere. And he's like, you're joking, right? I said, no, I wouldn't joke about this one here. So last few days, everything kind of came together. But those first few days, it was trying to figure out, all right, how do we deal with the cruise line? How do we deal with the airline? How do we deal with the vendors that would set up on the tours, the agency? And I'll give props to the Panama City airport police out there. They were great. Delta was great pulling bags because people had already checked in for the flight. So that's how close we were to departing. And we could have been in Atlanta. We could have been in Paris on our layover. We could have been in Athens and learned all that. But fortunately, we were right here in Panama City, so we never got off the ground.
Well, here's a big question. I know that was prepaid. did you have a problem getting reimbursed?
So there's different options for different folks here. A couple of colleagues of mine are taking cruises in the fall of a similar itinerary, and we've had a number of people jump on. I can't go, but they're buddies of mine who are.
So they don't lose out.
Yeah, and then there's some who are going to actually take the value of what was and redirect, and some got refund. So they had to kind of work it out because, like my schedule, I mean, I've been planning for a year and a half for 12 days to be out. I can't just drop and say, okay, we'll go in September, so. But of a sort of bad scenario, it was probably the best case because we were still here.
Yeah. When the war broke out.
Yeah, we
I would not want to be anywhere but here when
our
the war was
return date was actually Friday, this past Friday, before everything would have happened Saturday.
Yeah.
Now, I've got colleagues who are over there right now, and they're trying to redirect everybody home. So, you sit there and you think,
are they safe over there?
Oh yeah. I mean, they're getting them, to where they need to be. But when all of that started to take place, it's like,
I just like the in Texas, the guy that went in there and started killing people. He had one of those shirts on, so that could happen worldwide. So I'd rather be close to home with that happening. James, what's going on, Big Daddy?
Hanging out here on a Thursday. It's early. I'm not real sure what's going on, man, but I'm here.
Good to have you, brother. Looking good.
Hey,
looking good.
Thank you.
What's that shirt? That's not Kentucky, is it? What is that?
It's close enough. It is Cubby Bear territory.
Cubby Bear.
I am getting ready for the old,
right.
The old spring training's going on. Ready for the season to get started. Excited for baseball, but I'm always excited for baseball.
Man, that looks pretty good.
Cactus League and the Grapefruit League, getting ready to pick it up.
Baseball Classic kicks off tonight.
Oh, you look good, brother. Looking good. Glad to have you back. All right, let's talk about something else. We got our special guest. Tommy's out. What did he tell me? I think he's at his sister's or something. I can't remember now. But I think we'll have him next Thursday. Then we got spring break the following week. We won't be here.
Yep.
Everybody will be taking like we always do. I think I come in and work Monday, Tuesday, and be out the rest of the week. You're going to be gone. I know that.
Yep.
A lot of people are. But our special guest, he should be here soon. I think they had something to do with the swim team this morning. Matter of fact, speaking of the devil, we got him right here, Steve Bertishaw, the swimming coach at the Mosley High School. What's up, Big Daddy?
Oh, glad to be here.
I like that color. That's not the official color of Mosley, is it?
I think so.
Close to it, isn't it?
Yeah,
I like that's bright.
Yeah.
I see a football uniform like that. I like that. It's cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Steve, you were up in Huntsville.
Yeah, we were just at the,
what was that all about? Was that the swimmers here?
Yeah, that was. We took 23 swimmers from the Cat 5 Aquatics, which is swimmers that swim for all the high schools, and we had 10 and unders, 11 and 12s, 13, 14, and the senior group 15 and over.
Anybody do anything?
Yeah, Pohaku Rademacher, he won a couple of events and was in the running for High Point. I think he was probably second or third overall High Point, and almost everybody we took scored. People in the finals. Like I said, 23 kids. That's the most kids we've taken in 3 or 4 years, so that's really good.
That's what I wanted to ask you about today. I just remember before the storm, Brian would come on. It might have been before, I can't remember, but he'd been with us for a while. But it just seemed like we had so many people involved in swimming, diving, and then it dropped off.
Yeah.
You and I talked about it. Do you see the numbers?
Yeah, they're creeping back up.
Will we get back there? Will we ever get there?
We're definitely getting back.
Okay.
I feel like that over the next 2 years, we're going to make it all the way back. I mean, our numbers are up. Like I said, 2 years ago, I think we took 5 kids to that meet.
Wow.
And now we're back up to 23. And I think we scored 14th overall out of about 70 teams.
Very good.
So
that's all. Now we see school of choice. You'll see 1 or 2 good football teams. Baseball is just totally different. We're so strong in baseball, we're going to see more than 1 or 2 teams. Yep. I don't care what they do because there's so many good players. But in swimming and some of the other sports, do you see more swimmers at, say, Mosley, Arnold, not many at Bay, not many at Rutherford?
Well, yeah, Arnold, Mosley, and North Bay Haven tend to be the 3.
Yeah.
The 3 main.
Before that, was it pretty equaled out? Was it always been that way?
We were pretty dominant for about 18 years there.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Arnold would always have some good swimmers, and North Bay Haven would have some good swimmers, but we really dropped off after the storm and COVID.
Yeah.
And But we're on our way back.
That's like Rutherford High School, bless their heart. Their enrollment went down so low. It hurt them across the board in all sports. And did you know they got like an 8th grader, or maybe 8th or some really young kid pitching, starting in their baseball team, and did well.
Yeah. You know,
crazy.
And you think about it, because they are 7 through 12 over there, that's not much different than a lot of our rural areas.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
that's
where
true.
you can start a 7th, 8th grader because they get those extra couple years.
Yeah, I mean, North Bay Haven has 6th through 12th grade swimming.
Do you see any good swimmers that young competing against guys in high school?
Well, yeah, I mean, the second fastest swimmer in the county last year was an 8th grader.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's Puhaku. He's the guy that did so well at Southeastern.
So now he's a 9th grader?
He's going into 9th grade, and he got a junior national cut at this meet. So he'll be at 13 years old. He got a junior national cut, which means he's swimming against the big dogs.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, he's fast.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, how many days was that? 1 or 2?
It was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
All right. If that's not through the schools, I guess what?
That's USA Swimming.
USA Swimming.
Yeah.
How do y'all fund that?
Well, the kids, or the parents, I should say, pay a monthly fee for their kids to swim, just like if your kids were doing gymnastics or competitive cheerleading or whatever. This is our baseball these days even.
Yeah, what about with all the cuts in the college athletic departments, swimming, the Olympic-type sports, are they still scholarships out there for these
I mean, we got
athletes?
our guy Cullen, who's a senior this year. I forgot what school he's going to now, but it's school in Florida. It's a Division II school, and I think he got a little help. And so he's got a good opportunity to have a good 4-year experience swimming for college. And
I know it's got to be the same thing with like football and baseball and basketball. If they need another swimmer, they look across the country, and this guy's swimming at Cal. We can offer him more money to come to Florida.
But the biggest thing with your Division I swimming is a lot of those kids are coming from overseas.
That's right. Yeah. It's so hard now. Kids.
These guys, these are guys that are swimming for their country on the Olympic team, and they come here to train.
Yeah.
I mean, we train a large percentage of the other countries' swimmers that swim internationally over here because they come here to swim for these college coaches.
Have you got, is that the same thing for high school? Have y'all got guys like that from high school come over this county?
No, not in high school. The only way that works in high school is
Jacksonville Bowls.
You'll see some kids from the islands there. They always have some Jamaicans and some.
But it's fair for us to compete against them. Well, great to have this morning. You know what? Let's go ahead and start about your business. You've been in business now since, I think, 1976.
79. You get that 6 turned up upside down.
I'm dyslexic.
I was a junior in high school in 76.
Well, you look young. You look good. But y'all, that's still forever. I mean, you got to be doing something right for any business. I don't care what it is, stay in business that long. And customer service is part of it. The things you offer. Chad Mitchell, I talked to Chad. He always said that, because I was like, I was against the electrical bikes. I was like, man, a bike is for exercise. You need to, and then I found out how it really worked. And then Chad goes, my roommate in college, him and his wife have one. And he said, no, this is a great, if you have heart problems or if you have joints problems or anything like that, this is a great thing for people to keep them moving, keep the blood flowing. You pedal out as far as you want. You get tired, you start hurting. You turn on the juice a little higher, and you get back.
I mean, I've got some of my customers that have been, they've been riding since they were in their 30s, and now they're in their 70s, and they're going to the pedal assist electric bikes so that they can still go ride with the boys. I mean, they get in their 70s and they can't keep up with the group rides. They can't maybe keep up anymore. They get the electric bike, give them a little pedal assist, and they can go on the Saturday morning rides and hang on.
What's selling more now, the standard bikes or the electrical bikes?
We're still selling quite a few standard bikes, but the electrical bikes are definitely on the rise.
Yeah, and you got new, used, you deal.
Yeah, we've taken that whole section next to us that we used to rent out, and we've opened the wall up.
I saw it yesterday.
Yeah, we got like about 800 square foot there that's dedicated to just electric bikes.
And these younger guys that jog all the time, are going to be like me. They're going to find out when they get older that they can't do that anymore. Your back's hurting, your knees are hurting.
Yeah.
And I was told way back then, you need to quit jogging, let's see, not so far. I used to jog. I jog out 30 minutes, walk back 30 minutes. I'm talking about running, not jogging, running.
Yeah.
This is back when I was in Cape Coral. Got up here, I kept doing that, and it started hurting. Jeremy, you need to listen. I'm telling you, you need to listen.
My running days are over, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, he's still young. But you'll be getting one of these electric bikes when you get older.
Oh, Addison's got one right now. She put 1,000 miles on the tires. We had to have them replaced.
Wow.
Good. I like that. I like to hear that.
Now, I see these kids in Bay Point. You tell me if I'm wrong. I think some of them are too young.
Yes.
Because they're going so fast, they almost run me over. I told one of them, said, you better get a helmet on. Do you encourage them to wear helmets, right?
Well, if you're on if you're 14 or younger and you're on any kind of bicycle, Florida law says you have to have a helmet.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and once you hit 15, you can choose. But if 14,
my granddaughters are breaking the law.
14 and under, you got to have a helmet.
Yeah. Well, tell me where you're located. Where's the store located?
We're right across from Sam's on 23rd Street, 1924 West 23rd Street. Been in the same place since 1979.
Now, when you go to one of these huge stores, national stores, you buy one of those cheap bikes, you will be going over there getting your tires fixed, believe me. I know the fact. Don't do that. You're wasting money. Go local. Go see Steve's Bike Shop. Get a deal. But the thing about it, you get one that works. The tire's not being flat when you roll it out the door. I couldn't stand it. I bought the kids one a long time ago. You pull it out, and the next morning the tires are flat. It was a brand, and I think we got it from, I don't want to say what store it came on. But anyway, all right, let's talk about some of our other wonderful people, man. We're so pumped up about all. Pat Purnell, we love you, brother. City Commissioner Lynn Haven does such a wonderful job there. Here's the key word. Lynn Haven. You want a great meal? Lynn Haven Beef Over Braised. Go check it out. You'll be glad you did. TV's everywhere. You can watch what's going on. We're getting close to the end of college basketball season. All the tournaments are going to start. Then March Madness. You can watch them all right there. Beef Over Braised, Lynn Haven. Have yourself a great meal. Then you can head on down to David Adams. See Russ, see Amber, Patrick. All three of them, they are incredible people. They will work. If you got some of your jewelry beat up, torn up, you got to get something fixed. They don't mail it off for 4 to 6 weeks. They fix it in-house. They'll get it back quickly, and it'll be done correctly. They are the best at what they do. Go see Russ. Go see Amber. Go see Patrick. Also, Cox Pools. We got the legend back, Richard Cox. If you see a big apartment complex being built, condos, whatever, it's going to be a Cox Pool there. They want the best, and so do you. Summer's it's going to be here before you know it. Make sure you call Richard Cox, get your pool designed how you want it. You better do it quickly because they are extremely busy. Number one, Cox Pools. We'll be right back. We got Steve, we got Jeremy, we got James, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Set your alarm clock to wake up with the Coach Hale Show on ESPN Northwest Florida. In-depth local and college sports from expert insiders and a dash of controversy.
Can be deadly.
Weekday mornings 7 to 9.
Nothing says good morning like a drunken human alarm clock.
We're live from the J. Michaels studio.
We all know he loves the Florida Gators, but that's okay.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
I can control the world.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Thursday's weather. This afternoon and evening there will be a gentle breeze out of the south-southeast, mostly sunshine and 74. Slight fog tonight, about the same at 65. Tomorrow, slightly foggy in the morning and then some sun and a gentle breeze right around 8 miles per hour with a high of 75. The same at 75 Saturday, and we'll have mostly sunshine. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning in to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
The legendary Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, home for the most popular drink specials in town and now on the beach. Enjoy 2-for-1 house margaritas and draft beer all day, every day. 10% off on Military Mondays, and Tuesdays kids eat free with an adult. Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, now with 2 locations. Back Beach next to Home Depot and Highway 77.
No one wants to deal with a plumbing, electrical, or HVAC emergency. It's even worse when you're not sure what it'll cost, when it'll get fixed, or if someone's just selling you something. When you call Hiller, you can trust our experts to actually solve your home's problems quickly. And with true transparency pricing, you know the price you're told is the price you'll actually pay. Book online now at happyhiller.com. Happy you'll be, or the service is free.
Call the Happy Face Truck today.
Want to know the inside scoop on your favorite teams? From the gridiron to the hardwood to the diamond. For comprehensive sports coverage, it's ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels studio.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. It is Mosley Day. Not only we got the legendary Doug Lee on, we got Mosley swim coach on here today. Jeremy Prison, don't you have a child going to Mosley?
They're getting ready to get on the bus at 8 o'clock, heading to Childs to play in a tri-match in beach volleyball.
I just think Mosley's taking over the world. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. How many years have you been the swim coach over there?
Well, if you don't count 80 through 84, 2000 to the present.
Wow.
I took a 16-year break when my daughter was born and didn't go back till 2000. So I went 80, 81, 82, 83, and 84. And then she was born and I took a break and went back in 2000.
You like Doug. He took a break. He came back. And look what he's doing. So we got him. Let's bring him on right now. The head baseball coach, the legendary Doug Lee. Coach, how you doing this morning, sir?
Hey, Coach. Doing good. How are y'all doing?
Man, we are outstanding. Beautiful day here in Paradise. Give us a rundown of what's happened since we talked to you last week. We had Jerry Restor on here the other day. And I stood up for you baseball coaches. I said, Jerry, they got so much pressure on them. These baseball coaches need to be paid more. And he agreed. But you got unions you got to deal with and everything else. But I tell you, I'm so proud of all the baseball coaches in this county. All you guys are the best. And the problem is everybody's good, and you better be ready to play every time you walk out there. You're going to get beat. And after saying that, I turn it over to you. Tell us what's been going on.
Well, we talked to you last Thursday, and we had hosted nice for that night. And, man, what a big night and great night that was for a Mosley baseball program. But we got down 5-0 in the first. We started a sophomore, Ethan Schenkel, on the mound, and we were just trying to get as many outs as possible just because we've been kind of thin with our pitching staff because of the injury bug. But we got down 5-0 in the first, and we just, got them up after that inning and just, hey, let's start chipping away. It ain't over. There's a lot of baseball left. And we found a way to win that thing. Brady Lee got a 3-run double that put us back in the game in the second or third inning, I believe it was. And then we had some big momentum things. And Carter Sanders, he's a left-handed pitcher, junior, moved in last year. He threw 4 shutout innings. That was just huge. And then Ryan Harless came in and got us the last 6 outs and shut the door. And so we got out there with a big 6-5 win. And I think that was just a game that, we grew up in. You always talk about going through some growing pains, and I saw a lot of growth in that game. And then the next night we went to Crestview, and then you worry about, a letdown after – such an emotional big win at home. But we faced their ace also, Hayden Graham. He's a big-time arm, and we were fortunate enough to get 7 off of him and knock him out of the game. Ended up winning that one 12-1. So we had 2 really big wins since we've talked to you. And then Tuesday we went to Childs and, again, faced another great arm, Noah Chavez. He's a senior, and Childs pitches it really well, but they ended up getting us 3-0. It was a great high school baseball game, and so tonight we host Holmes County here and looking to get back in the W column hopefully tonight.
Hey, Doug, it's Jeremy. Good morning.
Hey, Jeremy.
I was over at the beach volleyball yesterday as the girls beat Walton County, but I was looking through the fence there at y'all's practice. Did I see you getting some of the guys out there dancing, maybe some of the dances you learned at the Savannah Banana game there on Saturday night?
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, funny you say that. Funny you say that. We had one of our infielders. He took a ground ball during a mass fungo period, and he catches it and brings it between his legs and throws it to first. I say, wait a minute, this ain't Savannah Banana. We ain't starting that.
We ain't starting that.
So it's. I don't know if you heard me, but that's a true story. So yeah, we had a lot of guys that watched that game.
Oh man, what a spectacle! You know,
did you go there?
Yeah, I was there as well. Doug and I ran into each other at Raising Cane's there because we did.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, that was quite a scene there in Tallahassee Saturday night. It sounded like you ran into a buzzsaw last night over there. So, Tuesday night.
Yes. They're very good, well coached, and do all the things right. But yeah, what a production the Savannah Bananas are. I mean, that's the first time I'd really watched them, heard a lot of things, and you know, the story of that guy just seems like it's pretty incredible. You know, where him and his wife just took a lot of risk and stayed with it, and now they are who they are.
Absolutely. So you'll love this, Doug. I had Jordan over there, obviously. He and his little ball team. Jordan doesn't know what an autograph is. But in the little meet and greet, he would come up to me and he's like, I got one sign. I got two signs, you know. So he was counting the number of players that had signed his jersey there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he had a good time. So tell us what you know about Holmes County. I mean, that's a perennial power in the rural division here, and they're kind of, coming down to play. But they've not had the start that they typically have. But what do you know about the Blue Devils?
Well, you know, they're obviously coming off a state championship, and so, they've been really, really good in the past, and Jeremy Powell has done a great job there as the head coach. And I know they had the Mathis kid and Nelson kid. They kind of make them go, and they're both, I think, they're top two hitters and top two pitchers. So the key is we just got, one of the things we did we did punch out 14 times, so we really talked a lot about, and we've done it in the past a lot, just talking about two-strike approach, shortening your swing up, putting it in play, just putting pressure on the defense. And, so we're just going to try to do better in that area tonight. And, again, Ryan Harris is going to start on the mound, so hopefully we'll get a good out of him, and he'll be typical Ryan Harless, obviously. So, just looking forward to another night out. The weather's been great this week. I mean, that's the other thing.
Oh, gorgeous!
This is gorgeous baseball weather. We talked about that yesterday with them. So, it should be a great night for baseball, and we won't take anybody lightly. I know that, and so hopefully we will come out and play like Mosley Dolphins are capable of.
And if I'm looking at the schedule here, you got kind of a rare Saturday afternoon ball game as well. Is that just a single, or you got several teams coming in a day of baseball or something? Or
no, it's just a single game. We host Enterprise and JV and Varsity. JV play at 11, and we play at 2:00. But again, we went to Enterprise and they beat us 4-0, and ran in their left-handed ace, and he's a good one. And they're coming in here, and we're looking forward to hosting them on Saturday. And I just love their coach, Marty Lovich. He's just one of the best in the business, and we enjoy playing those guys. They're very, 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 very good program.
And then you're kind of starting to see the teams coming in for spring break. Do these guys just reach out to you looking for games, or do you have some connections with some of these teams that are out here in the next few days, or?
Well, actually, there's a coach here in town from Tennessee area that has a organization, Prospect U, and he brings a lot of these teams into the public sports complex, and so we've just took advantage of not having to travel, and you got teams coming here to play, and instead of going somewhere for spring break, we've just elected to stay here and play here. And last year there was really, really good competition in that, so I know it'll be the same this year.
Well, you're a man after my own heart here. We've got Jordan coming on, and we're looking at this travel ball piece that everybody's aware of, and when you've got the millions of people heading down here to the beaches, I've been kind of the one amongst all of our peers going, we could stay right here and sleep in our own beds at night and play plenty of ball teams if we just kind of get organized about it.
It saves some money.
Yeah.
Doug, I want to ask something before we let you go today. I'm really impressed. You know, we always told our guys, don't look at the scoreboard. Just play the next play. Play the next play. Don't worry about what's going on. Play the next play. Do the very best you can next play. You guys are down 5-0. That's got to make you feel proud about those kids. They could have quit giving up. I mean, 5-0 in baseball is a big league, and you guys came back and won. That to me, that's impressive. That's some good character kids over there.
Well, we just, we don't really preach about winning games. We preach just play hard. Just play hard and let the result take care of itself. And, do all the things we can control. I think I just say that all the time. And, to their credit, we always talk about, everything's not going to go your way in 7 innings. And then the other part of that is some things going to go your way in 7 innings. So, we hope it happened at the end of the game, and that's kind of what we feed off of and talk about. But no, our players play hard, and it's been a fun start to the season.
I tell you what, Doug, I'm certainly proud of a school. It reminds me of Mosley. You guys are known for academics, unbelievable coaching staff. Baseball is second to none. You put us on the map. Kind of like the Harvard of the South, Southern Mississippi. I don't know if you kept up with that at my school. They are no doubt they're known to be the Harvard of the South. But if you watch their baseball team, you see what they've done?
Southern Miss is incredible. They got a great program, and I know they got a new coach, and their coach that retired was a legend. But, man, I'll tell you what, I'd love to play this Southern Miss myself. Yeah,
they beat Mississippi State. It was ranked 4th in the country. Destroyed Alabama. And I know you love baseball, so I just want to make sure you keep an eye on them. Send some of your boys that way if you can.
Absolutely.
All right, hey, we'll talk to you next Thursday. Great talking to you, Doug. Tell the family I said hello, okay?
Sure will. Thanks for all y'all do.
Mosley High School legendary Doug Lee. He's got another legend over there, Chris Lee. Mm-hmm. First baseball coach in history at Arnold High School. Did a great job over there. Jerry, we got so many great, wonderful people. You've been to all these places. I tell you, I love these guys, man. I got to have a procedure done with Dr. Ward. He is the best at what he does. There's offices throughout the Panhandle of Florida. If you got a problem with skin cancer, and I say it all the time, all you women, it's affected our family, all you women out there, breast cancer, skin cancer, and all you guys have been out fishing, golfing, playing sports, you get up to our age, you pay for what you did in the past. So protect your kids' skin. But if you have a problem, go see Dr. Ward. All it takes is 5 minutes. 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. 5 minutes can save your life, really and truly. Go see Dr. Ward and listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Also pumped up about this. We got Pepper's Mexican Grill. We've had it over there in Panama City. Now we've got one in Panama City Beach Parkway. Military Days every Monday, 10% off your bill on lunch and dinner. And don't forget house margaritas, which are huge, by the way. Buy one, get one free. Draft beer. Great place to have a birthday party. It's where TJ Fridays used to be, near Arnold High School. They've remodeled it. That place, they knocked a home run. They're doing really well there, no doubt about that. And yesterday we had the legendary J. Michael Spaghetti. Brian was down there. Phil Cobb was there. Glenn was turned to buy. He didn't show up. That kind of upset us. But we had a wonderful packed out. Best seafood, ice cold beer, the legendary J. Michaels. We'll be right back. When we get back, we got a lot to talk about. What? I don't know. We'll let you know. Lou Holtz and FSU. Play FSU for us when we get back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is your spot for college basketball.
And it goes in at the buzzer. Got it.
Listen to select games from the LSU Tigers, Florida Gators, the Auburn Tigers, and the biggest games around the country play here.
Three-pointer, punch it in. Oh, you saw that coming, Ram.
The most live college basketball on the Panhandle.
The game is over.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida and the ESPN Northwest Florida app.
Crawfish season is back, and the heat is on at Lone Star Boil House. Lone Star Boil House is where the locals go for delicious, mouth-watering Cajun crawfish, shrimp, buttery red royals, and everything crab. Plus, Lone Star Boil House is now serving liquor. Get crawfish 6 days a week, open to close. To-go crawfish also available at the front bar, and crush the follow on Facebook for frequent food and drink specials. Lone Star Boil House, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
Coin and Bullion Reserves is now Coin and Bullion Reserves Fine Jewelry, a new name that reflects what we do best, fine jewelry and diamonds. Same trusted service for over 50 years. Coin and Bullion Reserves Fine Jewelry at 15th Street and East Avenue. Coin and Bullion Reserves is now Coin and Bullion Reserves Fine Jewelry, a new name that reflects what we do best, fine jewelry and diamonds. Same trusted service for over 50 years. Coin and Bullion Reserves Fine Jewelry at 15th Street and East Avenue.
Your goals matter, and at Anytime Fitness Panama City, they're ready to help you crush them. With expert coaching, personal training, and virtual workouts through the Anytime Fitness app, you'll have all the support you need inside the club and beyond. Limited time only. Join today for just $1 down and start your fitness journey now. Don't wait. Visit 107 West 23rd Street, Suite W8, or call 850-818-8184. Anytime Fitness. Let's make healthy happen.
Do you know who I am?
If he was the last person on Earth,
kind of a big deal.
Mankind would still have a chance.
We may have to repopulate the Earth.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show.
I'm very important.
Live from the J. Michael Studio at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Woo! I wonder if Florida State will start they might have it now, a flag football team. We've got everything rolling in Bay County. I'm pumped up about that. I'm telling you, man, I'm so glad Bay County's got flag football. Jerry, I don't know if you are. I don't know if your kids or girls are going to get involved in it.
Addison's talking about, she's still in middle school, but she's kind of interested. Alexis, not so much. She's volleyball, but that's...
Well, Lorelei and Layton are unbelievable cheerleaders. They truly are. They just got back from Dallas, Texas. You talking about swimming's expensive? Cheerleading is like, go get a second mortgage or something.
Price per minute.
It really is. It's so expensive. A lot of them people can't do it because it costs so much. They travel all the Southeast to
for
competition.
2-minute routine.
Yeah. Well, Layton has a dance recital in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where the Harvard of the South is located. So we're going to go there and go see Julie's brother. And then we got to get back because Lorelei's performing in Destin Sunday in her cheerleading. She is, I'm telling you, Lorelei has a chance to be an unbelievable cheerleader. She can cheer at Alabama anywhere she wants. We saw it. Jamie cheered, Julie cheered college, Jamie cheered college. Lorelei's special. Layton can play any sport, do anything, but I cannot wait to watch her play flag football because she is so, I'm not telling you it's because she's just my granddaughter, because she really is truly good. They're both really good athletes. Of course, their daddy was a pretty good athlete, too. What about swimming for like Lorelei Layton's age? If they were wanting to get into swimming, when does it start? And then when did you got the middle school? Is it middle school?
Yeah, we got middle school swimming that's going to start. It's a 6-week program. Starts the Monday right after you get back from spring break. You can sign up on the Cat 5 Aquatics website. The mission statement for middle school swimming is Introduction to Competitive Swimming. So you don't have to know how to do anything. We're going to teach all the strokes.
Is that on the beach or in town? We're going
to have a group at the Mosley pool, and we're going to have a group at the Frank Brown pool. So whether you go to school on the beach,
but you have to be in middle school.
5th through 8th grade.
Oh, 5th through 8th. Okay.
5th through 8th grade. We go ahead and bring the 5th graders in because the 5th graders that end up in 6th grade at like somewhere like North Bay Haven next year could go ahead and swim high school if they wanted to. So we go ahead and do 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And so that's Introduction to Competitive Swimming. And then the first week after school gets out in June, we start our Summer Splash program, which that's, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-olds. And that's also Introduction to Competitive Swimming, teaching them all the strokes and the starts, the turns, all the things they need to know. And that way, if they want to keep doing it, then we move them into one of our year-round groups.
That's what I was going to ask you, because summer's coming. They're off. I love Lorelei Layton do that. So they go to this, that can set them up for the summertime?
Right. They can do the middle school swimming, and then from that, we can move them right into a year-round group and get them ready for high school swimming. And then the kids that are not quite middle school yet, we start that program in the summer. Like I said, the first week after school gets out, we start that program for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-year-olds and so on. Same thing there. That's about a 8-week program. and get them going, teach them all the strokes. And if they enjoyed it and want to keep moving with it, then we can move them into one of our regular groups that practices year round.
All right, let me ask you this. High school swimming, it really never stops, really. I mean, that's kind of, talk about that.
The serious kids are swimming Cat 5 aquatics year round. That's your serious high schoolers. And then we have a few kids that do other sports that just do the swimming. So we start, our summer conditioning program starts the week after school gets out in the summer. We do that at the Mosley Pool, and that's a conditioning practice which we invite, North Bay Haven, Bay High, Mosley, Arnold kids if they wanted to drive over for that. But we have a conditioning practice.
Do you run that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And that's if you're going into high school and you're going to do high school swimming, you can come to that practice. It's 6 to 7:30 Tuesday through Friday mornings in the summer. That's just high school conditioning, and that particular program, they can come to that. There's no cost on that one. Okay. That's just for the kids that are going to swim high school. We run that just about an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes, 4 mornings a week.
And I will say this, whatever sport your child's involved in, keep them busy throughout the whole year. And I tell you what, we had a pool at Cape Coral High School, and it was pretty cool. It's a beautiful pool, and the principal hated it because everybody used it and swim meet, everything. Anyway, there's good positives and negatives when you have a huge pool on campus. But when it was closed, I had a key. I could take Jared, Jamie, Julie. We had it made, man. We didn't need a pool in the backyard. We had a pool. It was right beside our weight room at Cape Coral. But I like the young kids staying involved like that. I love my granddaughters both again because they're good at that also. They've been swimming like little fish, so that'd be kind of cool. All right, I'm going to get into FSU update brought to you by Newbies. We got 4 wonderful locations. Newbie 2 on the Curve. That's where you want to go to all sporting events. The new in St. Andrews, the big, beautiful blue facility. Then, of course, the mothership. Spring break is going on. Charlotte's going to have the best entertainment. Charlotte's class, too. They're going to have a 50-year reunion, Bay High School reunion. I'll get more information on that as soon as my wife gives it to me. Charlotte, I will get that out there for everybody to know. Bay High School 50-year reunion. More on that coming. This is a list you don't want to be on, Jeremy.
Okay.
Steve, you don't want to be on this list as a swim coach or as a football coach. This is the question to you 2 experts. And James, you want to jump in here, you're welcome to. This is 2026. They give you 6 selections. Which head coach will be fired first in 2026? Here are your selections. By this particular expert, number 1, I don't think he's number 1, but number 1, USC, Lincoln Riley. Number 2, he's got a $10 million contract. He makes $10 million a year. North Carolina, Belichick. I don't think they really fire him. I think he'll quit on his own if it doesn't go well this year. Number 3, I think he's already dropped hints. I think if you listen to some of the things he says, I don't think he's going to get fired. I think he might just retire. That's Deion Sanders, Colorado. Number 4, Florida State, Coach Norvell. Do they have enough money to pull the trigger? A lot of people wanted him fired this past year. They did not have the money. It only drops down so much. It's still going to cost a lot. But he's at number 4. And this one, I think they're crazy. I'm sorry. I love him. I think he's a great coach. Why would he be on this list? I get it. It's what have you done for me lately? Dabo Swinney, Clemson. And then at number 6, Baylor, Aranda. He has not done. He has one good year and he hasn't done anything.
He may be a coordinator type.
Yeah. So there, guys. There's your 6. There's your 6. Who rank them however you want to, or just tell me no, they're wrong. This is the guy's going to be fired first in college football.
I think Aranda's probably stealthy on the hot seat.
You got him over Norvell.
The money.
You think it's the money?
It's still a money issue.
Okay, what do you think?
Well, if Norvell doesn't win this year, they'll find the money.
That's what I'm like. They got to.
They want to win, and if he can't pull it together, then they'll find the money.
Jeremy, if they don't, what's going to happen? I mean, sooner or later you got to cut it, no matter what.
Yeah. we're moving toward parity. I think the idea of 16-0 like we saw with Indiana is going to fall by the wayside, and all the fan bases are going to have to get used to more L's.
Yeah,
I know
Alabama.
Nobody wants to hear that.
We're getting used to it now, Alabama.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear that because you want to win every game, but you can't play a game and not have a winner and loser. But what the expectations are at FSU, what the reality is going to become more normative for everybody. 3-4 losses a year is not going to be unheard of, and we're just in a new day of that. So if he could pick it up and get the momentum in the right direction, he staves it off because it's still a financial issue. But if he bombs like what happened last year,
Yeah, I'm with you. Well, go ahead, James.
I'm going to say Lincoln Riley, and I think that if it happens, it's going to be an early exit for the season. Like if he comes out 1-3, they're going to find the money. He's going to be done. Norvell is also higher on the list for me, but I think they're going to run the whole season just to see, one, what happens, and two, to get that buyout just a little bit lower.
Smart. Yeah, I'm with you.
That's right.
Yeah, I think he finishes the year. I do that. And I think you can pretty sharp pick there with Lincoln Riley. Jimmy, they got players. USC has done a great job. They got money. They got players. They should be winning more. And if he doesn't get it done this year, I'm kind of like James. I think he'll be gone. What about Dion? What about Belichick? What do you think about that? I think Belichick just get out of it if he doesn't have a good year. I don't think they're going to have to fire him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, he's got his girlfriend. He's got all the money. Why go through it?
Yeah, there's
no reason.
Well, he had his son, I think, is hired as one of the coordinators. I think a defensive coordinator. I can't remember now. If he'd have won, I'm sure his son could have walked in there and just taken over like we saw at Auburn. That's not working out right now for the Auburn Tigers in basketball. And Dion's had the health issues. His son's playing. I'm sure he wants to get. Why does he want to go through the time and effort when he's had cancer, battling those health issues, and he could enjoy life and go watch his son play? I think this is going to be Dion's last season. Am I wrong on that?
No, you're not wrong. You're on that one.
Yeah.
I think Dion's got the drive. I think he just loves what he's doing. I think he loves hearing his name in the media. I think he loves himself a lot. I don't think he's leaving until somebody says go.
Okay. All right. Dabo. What about Dabo? I think they're making a huge mistake getting rid of him. I still think he's one of the best coaches in college football. You don't become stupid overnight. Now, was he slow getting on board with NIL? Yeah, he was. He had his principles, and he doesn't like the way the direction of college football. I think he can adjust. If he doesn't, then he did it to himself.
Yeah, he's got to use that portal. He's got to.
You have to. You have to. I just can't believe it.
I think he'll be the next to go. He'll just throw it in.
He might quit, but I don't think
he's not going to be fired. But he's going.
And I do think Randall's in trouble. He don't win this year. I think he's gone. I think we might see all of them going. Who knows? But anyway, that was from the experts. I think it's CBS. This right here.
I think a couple of years ago you said you don't have to win at Texas. You just have to get the job at Texas. So they're all going to fare pretty well.
Yeah, no doubt. Money wise, hey, fire me. I want one of those jobs. Fire me. They sit pretty well. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. We got so many wonderful sponsors. Love every. You know what I love about them? They're all local. We want to take care of local people. I never go into a big store, national brand, and waste your money with people you don't even know. Buy everything you can from local people. Stevenson Air Conditioning. Jason, it's Mosley Day here on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Guess what? Jason Stevenson graduated from Mosley High School. He starts a family business. He hits a home run just like Doug Lee's team does all the time. And then number one, it's not even close. They are expanding throughout the Panhandle. People that use them, love them. They talk about it. I was stopped at Jay Michaels, and they said, we listened to your show. We went with them. We're glad we did. They're the best at what they do. Go local. Do not go national. Go Stevenson Air Conditioning. I guarantee you'll be glad you did. Also, John Sharp would really love you guys. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for the FSU update. Get out to Newbies. Have a great time. Spring break is in. They're going to have the best bands in the Southeast. They're going to have great things going on all 4 locations. Make sure you go, and make sure you tell them you heard here on 104.3. Charlotte, I'll get all the information out about the Bay High School 50-year reunion as soon as I get it, and we'll start talking about that and build that up. And real quick, before we take the break, I know James is going to get mad at me, but that young man that died over at Bay High School, they're having a fish fry, I believe, this Friday. Do you know much about that?
I just know it's happening there.
Yeah, bless his heart. He's a great young man, and I forgot his name, but Hopefully, Glenn, we'll find something out and talk about it. His mother, bless her heart, is a teacher at Bay High School. If you can help out Bay High School and them, they'll take donations, whatever. They need some help for that. No parent should ever have to bury one of their childs. But we'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Weather in the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
Up-to-the-minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Hurricane Helene.
And breaking weather as it happens.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Thursday's weather. This afternoon and evening there will be a gentle breeze out of the south-southeast, mostly sunshine and 74. Slight fog tonight, about the same at 65. Tomorrow, slightly foggy in the morning and then some sun and a gentle breeze right around 8 miles per hour with a high of 75. The same at 75 Saturday, and we'll have mostly sunshine. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning in to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
When it comes to building smart and roofing right, TK Vandy's is the name you can trust. They're your go-to for general contracting, design, build solutions, and top quality roofing. From concept to completion, they deliver excellence on time and on budget. Whether it's a custom build or a complex renovation, they've got you covered. Literally. Call TK Vandy today and build something better together. TK Vandy, built with purpose, roofed with pride.
Help elevate your company's pride with workplace tips from Cintas. The right workwear helps your team look and perform their best. Cintas has work apparel for almost any job imaginable. Your team gets garments that are breathable, comfortable, and hold up to any job. Cintas even handles laundry and delivery every week with no upfront investment. It's all part of Apparel Plus from Cintas. Learn more at Cintas.com.
He's a beacon of light to many and an inspiration to all.
These men need inspiration.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels studio.
They're motivated by Vicodin and road skank.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
I'll be last
Welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Steve Burshawson here. This is from Coach from Mosley High School. It's Mosley Day. Doug Lee's been on. The legendary baseball coach over there has won the state championship, family. And now we got Jeremy, you got the information for us about the wonderful young man at Bay High School. Y'all listen up. If you can help out this young man and their family, please do so.
Yeah, if you go to Bay High School's Facebook page there, you see a young man passed away and having a fish fry on March 6th. So that's tomorrow. 10:30 to 2 o'clock, shrimp, fish, baked beans, coleslaw, donations as well. Pickup will be at Bay High School. There's pre-order that you can do there, cash, check, Venmo, all of those things to help this family. One of the teachers there lost her son to, I believe, leukemia is what I had heard.
It was,
but the Bay High School Facebook page, you can see that there and come together.
Better yet, if you're a Bay High alum and you can go by the high school and write a check out or give them cash, I want this money to go to this teacher, this wonderful teacher that lost her son, to help with the burial and help her out, please do so. It doesn't matter how much. Just think about if you're a child and if you're having to pay a bill like that. You don't know when to bury somebody. You're talking big time money. Mm-hmm. And he found out within 2 weeks. I think he was gone when they found out he had it. Was that what you heard?
Yeah, it was very short from diagnosis.
That's so sad. I hate that. We hadn't even talked about this yet. We got to get into this. The legend. I love that man. If you've not read his book, I encourage everybody to read his book. Not only was he a great, legendary football coach, he was just a great American, truly a great American. Loved his wife, loved his kids. The legendary Lou Holtz. If you ever had the opportunity to listen to him speak, the guy was unbelievable. He talked about everything he overcame in his life. Small little guy, couldn't talk very well. But look what he's done in the lives he's impacted, not just as football players, but people that listen to him, the people that read his book. He could change your life. The guy was incredible. He's the only football coach in college football history to win 6 different bowl games at 6 different schools. I mean, that's incredible, man. Lou Holtz died yesterday at 89, and we had been telling you he's been hospital. He's been having health. We knew it was coming. His wife died. That really took a lot out of him. He loved her so much. It's unbelievable. His son coached up in Birmingham. What was that, USFL, whatever it was called up there?
Yeah, the Stallions.
Yeah, he coached up there. People in Birmingham really liked his son. Lou Holtz won 249 games. Everywhere he was at, he won. It was the funniest story. Woody Hayes, the legendary Woody Hayes. Everybody knows who Woody Hayes is at Ohio State. They're playing the Rose Bowl, and Jim Brandt told the story, and I'd heard it before. I heard Lou Holtz has told the story. O.J. Simpson breaks out, goes 80 yards for a touchdown. Lou's standing beside Coach Hayes, and Coach Hayes going nuts. He is upset. He grabs Lou Holtz, picks him up, goes, why in the hell did he run for 80 yards for a damn touchdown? Lou Holtz goes, Coach, that's all he needed. And Woody... Can you imagine saying that to Woody Hayes? I'd have probably fainted if he'd got in my face. But that was Lou Holtz. And look where he went. Everywhere he went, he won.
Yeah.
You remember the Arkansas game? 7 players, he suspended for the game. Nobody gave him a shot. Nobody gave him a shot to beat Oklahoma. Barry Switzer was the head football coach. Barry Switzer, her team, they're out partying, have a great time down at the Orange Bowl, laying on the beach. His team, Lou Holtz, has got them disciplined, working hard. I think the final score was 31-6.
Mm-hmm.
You probably. You were way back.
Yeah.
Were you even born then?
No.
Yeah. Do you remember hearing about it?
No, I do.
There you go. I kind of look at me like, what the heck are you talking about?
Yeah, followed Lou Holtz there.
What's your best Lou Holtz story?
The one at Notre Dame where he goes out on the field and he gets this big 350-pound lineman by the face mask and drags him back to the sidelines.
It looks like a little midget.
Right.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I mean, that's the scene I remember Lou Holtz. So he was not happy and he marched right out there and this guy just walked right there with him and, in any other environment.
See, I used to love the trap option. He was a wishbone guy. Then he went to Notre Dame. He went into he was one of the few last ones running the wishbone at Minnesota. He took over that program. They were terrible. He turned them into a winner, won the wishbone. He goes to Notre Dame, runs a trap option, which I love that play out of the I formation. Wins the national championship. That's when they had the big deal with Miami. Wasn't it during that time frame?
Yeah, the Catholics.
Catholic first, the convicts.
Yeah.
Steve, what do you remember about Lou Holtz? Give me a good Lou Holtz story. What do you like about him?
I don't really have any stories. I remember, watching him coach and I remember, listening to him talk, after the games and stuff. He was always really, really witty and
unbelievable.
Yeah, just.
Did you ever read his book?
I have not, but you got me.
Oh my God!
I think I might.
You go read his book. Nick Saban's pretty good too. Now Nick Saban, you listen to him speak, he's pretty good. You talk to him in a room, he's pretty good. But I would say Lou Holtz might be the best all time for putting a book together to help you in life. What way he talked to his players, helped develop people. It's unbelievable. And if you ever listen to him speak, motivation speaker, I don't think it's any better. Have you ever heard him in person?
Yeah, I didn't hear him in person, but his materials.
Oh my God, he's unbelievable. James, what about you? You got anything about Lou Holtz?
Lou Holtz, he retired from coaching officially South Carolina when I was still in high school. So I did have an opportunity to see him as a coach, but most of my memories of him are from, working for ESPN, doing, pregame things, things like that. And his lisp.
Yeah,
he kept going through it. It didn't matter. At one point, ESPN was trying to work with him on getting rid of it, working through it. But the thing, though, is he was so known for it that people just didn't like it when he was trying to get rid of it. It's like, no, I want to hear Coach. And I'm glad that ESPN finally got it and just let him talk alone. Because everybody knew who he was when you heard him. You didn't have to see him.
There you go.
You could hear him.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad you said that. We got to take a break. We had a chance later today. We'll go back and talk a little bit more about Lou Holtz. He did one of those, I don't know if you remember this, when you watch Game Day, they would have like in court. and he would go against Mark May, and him would get into it. They did one on Tebow. I shared about Tim Tebow. Lou Holtz was taking up for Tim. Then it was over. They left it running a little bit, and I heard Lou Holtz kind of cuss a little bit about, y'all, out of your minds. This should be, Tim Tebow should be this and that. So it was pretty good. And if you go on my website, you can see it. That was a good one because I love Tim Tebow also. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. Get out to Newbies, have a great time. Again, 4 wonderful locations. Charlotte's 50th year anniversary is coming up, Bay High School reunion, and I'll give you more information on that later on as we get it, and we'll share that with you. But get out to Newbies, have a great time. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Do you want to look better, feel better? Jason Kovaleski can make that happen. You talk about a wonderful man. Locals taking care of locals. 2 great locations, 23rd Street, Pier Park. Also, don't forget about Stevenson Air Conditioning, another local guy. I love him. Steve Burdershaw is right here with us right now, local. Kyle Vandergriff, local, unbelievable. TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting. And Patrick, every Monday right here, Turpo Pest Control. You can't get more local than that. His daughter's a cheerleader at Mosley. We're right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Coach James Hale Show.
And I told Cooper this too. I said, listen, let me break it down for you. This was important in his decision. I said, there's 40,000 students at the University of Florida. Say half of them, of the 20,000, are ugly. That's still 10,000 beautiful women your age within close proximity. He said, sign me up.
Weekday morning, 7 to 9. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Thursday's weather. This afternoon and evening there will be a gentle breeze out of the south-southeast, mostly sunshine and 74. Slight fog tonight, about the same at 65. Tomorrow, slightly foggy in the morning and then some sun and a gentle breeze right around 8 miles per hour with a high of 75. The same at 75 Saturday, and we'll have mostly sunshine. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning in to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Your goals matter, and at Anytime Fitness Panama City, they're ready to help you crush them. With expert coaching, personal training, and virtual workouts through the Anytime Fitness app, you'll have all the support you need inside the club and beyond. Limited time only. Join today for just $1 down and start your fitness journey now. Don't wait. Visit 107 West 23rd Street, Suite W8, or call 850-818-8184. Anytime Fitness. Let's make healthy happen.
WGSX Lynn Haven, W Field 2, Port St. John. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Looking to upgrade your truck? It's Blue Diamond Truck Accessories in Panama City. They sell, service, and install it all. Light kits, bed covers, bumpers, winches, lift kits, and any trailer hitch you can imagine. Blue Diamond Truck Accessories, just west of Frankfort Avenue on 15th Street. Find Blue Diamond Truck Accessories on Facebook or call 850-914-0265. Blue Diamond Truck Accessories, 850-914-0265.
I'd like to introduce.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show.
Milk was a bad choice.
If I could just have your attention.
60% of the time, it works every time.
If anyone wants to switch jobs, let me know.
Live from the J. Michael Studio.
I have many leather-bound books.
On 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Alabama Update is brought to you by the legendary Stevenson Air Conditioning. Locals taking care of locals throughout the Panhandle of Florida. Go local. Go Stevenson Air Conditioning. You'll be glad you did. All right, Jeremy Pridgeon, what's going on with the mighty, mighty Crimson Tide?
So what's the definition of a trap game?
It's a game that you might not be prepared for because you just played a tough one and you know you got a big one the next week. Is that pretty good?
Yeah, and that game would have been in Athens, Georgia.
Yes, good. Yeah. I guess you're right. I'd brag so much on the day they got beat. Won 8 games in a row, looks unbeatable, and go ahead.
Now, you got to go back to Saturday first. Let's celebrate the good here. all but dead in Knoxville. I mean, all but dead. And
down by 12 at halftime.
And then just started clawing back in. And Filan Jr. calls game that bucket to go up 71-69 to get out of the third Saturday in October basketball version of that rivalry. So a big win on the road in Knoxville. The momentum surging, and you think, okay, we're going to go in here, number 16 in the nation. We're going to be, 22-7, taking on Georgia, unranked, and we fall 98-88 in Athens. There's a formula in the SEC, and really, I think in any basketball, win at home and try to pick up a game or two on the road. That was one of those easy, should have picked up the win on the road. Yeah. So for everything you gained in Knoxville by kind of taking one you don't expect to get, you gave it back by giving up one that you should have had.
Yeah, and that really surprised me because I thought, man, they're getting really good at the right time of the year. What do you think they'll be ranked? What do you think? I think we'll drop a little bit, but there's not ranked, but place in the tournament more or less.
Alabama's going to come in I think a 3. I think a 3. That's
not bad.
It's not bad, and I think it's because their non-conference schedule will be rewarded. It was a brutal non-conference schedule, but they took on the best of the best, and unlike the football playoff committee that only seems to value wins and losses, right? The NCAA basketball selection committee really does seem to go, okay, you didn't go play, the Sisters of Mercy. You took on Purdue. You took on Arizona. You played Gonzaga. So you've shown you can cut your teeth. Even if you drop that game, it's better to play that game. And I get you got more contest in basketball, so you can do that. Football, you don't necessarily want to load up your non-conference with 3 juggernauts and then go play an SEC schedule. But
you have nobody healthy.
Nobody's right. Yeah. So you're kind of overlooked Alabama, overlooked Georgia, and you're right. Big one Saturday night. Andy's take will be interesting from the Auburn side, but there are a lot of boo birds there at Auburn Arena, and I'm hearing nepotism hire. I'm hearing all kinds of things like that from my Auburn friends that are not happy. They're not accustomed to losing. And the Iron Bowl of basketball. Think about it. Just a little while ago, Bruce Pearl and Nate Oates were putting Alabama basketball, the state Alabama basketball, on the national map. Yeah. And that game is really teetering. Not saying Auburn cannot come into Tuscaloosa Saturday night and steal one, just like Alabama did. But, if you're looking at who's playing better, and now with Alabama coming back from Athens with a loss, I think you're going to have a real
they're going to be on it.
Yeah, focused ball team when they take the court Saturday night. So last regular season game for the Crimson Tide before the tournament. The ladies advanced. Alabama's ladies are in the SEC tournament as well, and they move on today in tournament play. So they've had a pretty good year. Let's look at the schedule here. So they we'll move on. I can't get into that. Only get to the South Alabama stuff we can talk about later with all the ejections here. but they down Missouri there, and they've got Tennessee coming up in the tournament as well. So may be the end of the line for our ladies in tournament play. But it's good to see as well. A lot of question marks still around Alabama baseball. They're 11-3 overall, but you have to help me with this with the midweek game. They got drummed by Southern Miss on their way out to Texas, 14-4.
The number 10 team in the country, by the way.
Yes. And the midweek games are always challenging in baseball because Southern Miss wants to add a win over Alabama to their resume.
Right.
Alabama doesn't necessarily want to mess up their starting rotation for the weekend tournament.
I hear excuses.
Yes, excuses. The coaching strategy.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But they go on out to Texas, and they played in a great tournament out there. Lost to Houston 8-2, but did pick up wins over Oregon State, number 19 ranked Oregon State, and then picked up a 12-2 win over Iowa. So the non-conference kind of winding down. They've got North Florida this coming weekend, Troy, and then conference play will open at Kentucky with a 3-game set. Yeah. So we'll see. SEC.
I think they're better.
I think they're better. It's just SEC is such a juggernaut.
SEC baseball, unbelievable. I think this is the best we're at anything. It's not football. I think it's baseball.
Yeah. I'm just going to see if I can get the
kind of like Bay County. Bay County baseball is unbelievable.
Yeah, it is.
The current standings right now in baseball for you've got LSU sitting number 2, Mississippi State number 3.
They just lost to Southern Mississippi.
Yes, Texas number 5, Auburn number 6, Georgia
good.
number 8, Arkansas number 9, Oklahoma 10,
Florida.
We haven't even got Florida 14. Just scrolling at 17 at Ole Miss, at 19 Tennessee, 20 Texas A&M.
And that's just one poll.
That's just Baseball America.
The other one's totally different.
So where's Vanderbilt in there? I thought they had a really good.
They got to be up there somewhere.
Yeah, let's say I may scroll past the Vandy boys up here. They're typically right there as well.
I mean, it's every team. It's crazy.
It is. So that's what Alabama's having to contend with there, which is just crazy. Exactly right. So. We'll find out. But, sitting pretty good as they finish up the non-conference, North Florida, Troy, Jacksonville State. I think that Troy game may be at Troy as well. I always try to find out that one's in Tuscaloosa. But they do come down to Troy later in the year. They also play at South Alabama. So if you're
going to go to them?
Well, I don't think my schedule will, but the South Alabama game is actually during spring break. So if you're in the area and you like Alabama, you want
what day is that game?
That's Tuesday the 17th at USA.
What time?
6:30 first pitch.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. But that Troy game's later in the year. So
yeah. And again, we got Hoover at the end of the year. I don't know if you've ever been, Steve. It's worth going to that. If you've never been, if you love baseball, you need to go. And every SEC school will be there. Texas, Oklahoma, everybody will be there.
That's right.
So
now, the other part you and I hadn't had a chance to pick up on since I called in a couple of weeks ago. Alabama now has officially 4 non-conference games
instead of 3. I think Oklahoma State they're going to drop.
You think it's Oklahoma State still?
They're crazy. I would drop Ohio State, but money, the networks are going to want that game. That's the 2 most watched teams in college football year in, year out. We're talking millions of dollars being made by the people that advertise on that. It's a win for the networks. I don't see it. I think when it's played there, Fox gets it, I think.
They do.
And then when it's with us, ESPN gets it. So they're ABC.
Or ABC.
They're not going to give it up. They'll put so much pressure on them to do so, but you got to be smart.
Ask Steve Sarkisian.
Yeah.
Would he have taken that game in Columbus?
He should have played Southern Mississippi.
Yeah.
So instead of Ohio State.
I mean, he had a mulligan, if you will.
Yeah.
With losing the game to Ohio State, if you call that a mulligan. But really needed one because of the loss to Florida.
If you don't play non-conference games, it's different. Now that you put another SEC school on there, and that was all because and Kirby didn't like that. Kirby says it like it is. That's another coach that's going to have another loss. Half the league's going to get another loss. Do they trust the committee about strength of schedule? No. You can't. In the past, you see that. Now, I did hear this. What do you guys think about this? And this might be true. If you're ranked in the top 12 and you play in the SEC championship and the Big Ten, you're in the playoffs, regardless if you win or lose that game. Because the networks, it's all about money. They want that game they want them to keep that money, that game for the money reasons.
Yeah.
People are going to watch Alabama play Georgia, Texas play whoever. And the Big Ten's the same thing. They want to see Oregon play Penn State, Ohio State, whatever. You might see Ohio State and Michigan play them next week in the Big Ten. That's big money for the networks. So I don't think that's going to go away. And I think what they're going to do is say, look, if you're ranked in the top 12, this game will not hurt you. But then again, you still can get somebody hurt.
Right.
Am I crazy, or will it eventually go away?
No, I think you're spot on here. I was looking at what Greg Byrne, kind of cited. If you look at the 2028 season opener, Alabama's got 3 home spots: Georgia State, Ohio State, UT Martin, Oklahoma State scheduled as a road game that year.
Yeah.
And so you're going to see fewer of these games. Yeah. It's just a matter of whether Byrne is going to back out of it. Bork doesn't want to back out.
Now, if they go to 24 games, 24 plus 1 or 23 plus 1 like Ohio State wants.
Yeah.
And I think you might see that because the SEC could get a lot of teams in that way. Now, they wanted 24 at one time plus the automatics.
Right.
Now the Big Ten's saying, hey, that's not going to fly. Let's do this. Let's go 23 plus 1, the best 23. That, I think the SEC will agree with.
Yeah, that might preserve some of these type of matchups.
Right.
Then you start to have to ask the question, how many games do we need?
Player safety.
Player safety.
What happened to that?
Oh, yeah. Well, we shorten the games. We're going to give you more of them.
More commercials.
Right. We're going to keep.
They don't care about those kids' safety. It's all about the money.
We're going to keep the clock running. Yeah. Play 60 plays instead of 120. But we're going to do it 20 times now instead of 10.
Yeah. I'll even say that. And then in the medical field, they want to give you every drug they can, make as much money as they can. Everything in our world now is about money.
Always has been, actually.
Yeah, you're right. It's sad. It's sad.
So that's kind of what's happening at the Capstone here. It's that kind of time between the winter sports are going to wrap up. We're going to get ready for some March Madness. I think Alabama's got a team that can make a run. They're ready for it, but going to need to take care of business against the Tigers Saturday night first.
All right, and we do this break. We're going to have Andy Burcham. He's going to get off. He's got a meeting to go to. We'll have him on for a few minutes. But let me talk about some of our wonderful people we have. I want to thank Stevenson Air Conditioning and Jason and his crew. Locals, taking care of locals. Don't go national. Go local. Go Stevenson Air Conditioning. Their trucks in Bay Point all the time. All of our buddies use them. Stevenson Air Conditioning, not even close. Also, Steve's Bike Shop. You can't be more local than Steve Burdershaw. Swim coach at Mosley seems like forever. Steve, where are you located?
Right across the street from Sam's on 23rd Street.
Come in, say you listen to a Coach Hale show. He might even give you a better deal. I'm not saying he will, but he might. Jeremy might pick up the difference. I don't know. We'll work something out. Also, Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. Get out to Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. Have a great time. Pat Perno, City Commissioner over there, does an unbelievable job. Cox Pools. You can't get more local than Cox Pools. They're one of the best businessmen in the history of Bay County. Cox Pools, #1, not even close. Everybody loves pools. You got to get yourself a Cox Pools. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida. The Paul Feinbaum Show.
Rick Williams, back to wrestling for a second. How important is that entrance?
Man, music is so important. The entrance is so important. You know what I mean? It sets the stage for all the greatness about to happen. And that's what I do. Because once I get in the ring, I'm about my business. But before then, I'm just setting the music. I'm setting the mood so I can set the talent right in your lap as a fan.
Paul Feinbaum, weeknights, 6 to 10 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Thursday's weather. This afternoon and evening there will be a gentle breeze out of the south-southeast, mostly sunshine and 74. Slight fog tonight, about the same at 65. Tomorrow, slightly foggy in the morning and then some sun and a gentle breeze right around 8 miles per hour with a high of 75. The same at 75 Saturday, and we'll have mostly sunshine. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning in to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Are you looking for a place to take a leak? Do you have a truck, tractor, or other hydraulic equipment leaking or not performing as it should? At Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, we can get you back to work. Do you have a busted or leaking hose? Hydraulic cylinder or pump needing repair? If competitive pricing and a quick turnaround are what matter to your business, come see us at Reliable Hydraulic Solutions. Or you can give us a call at 850-326-3000. Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, 6840 Highway 77 in Southport. The best place in town to take a leak.
You've been low-key thinking about dropping a podcast. Well, now is the time to start, brah. sports, politics, finance, science, health, real estate, music, interviews, surfing, conspiracy theories, or alien abductions. Ready to main character your own content? We can make it happen with Turnkey Podcast Productions from 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida. Our local, modern, state-of-the-art multimedia recording studio is now available for booking, starting at just $100 an episode. Take your fandom to the next level. For more information, text the keyword studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio 215-6290 or jam over to ESPNPC.com. Bruh.
He doesn't try on clothes at the department stores. He just rips stuff off the hanger and lives with the consequences for years.
It's classy, it's intriguing.
He's sexy, sassy, and full of spunk.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
We're getting closer and closer to Auburn football. I cannot wait. Spring football is just around the corner. I think it's the 17th. Cannot wait for that. We got to get through basketball season. Andy Burcham's the hardest working guy in radio. Football, baseball, basketball. And he's on the Coach James Hale Show, which is incredible. We love him, the legendary voice of the Auburn Tigers, Andy Burcham. Andy, how you doing today, sir?
Morning, James. How are you?
We are outstanding. Jeremy's here?
Good.
Hey, good morning, Andy. How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
Good.
All right, let's get into the Auburn basketball. We got a lot of people down here that have season tickets. They drive up there, they go to the games, they listen to you, and especially today, got a lot of people listen to you. They did beat LSU. The game that shocked me, being honest with you, is just my opinion. The Ole Miss game, I didn't expect that to happen. And really, Auburn to lose a home game is kind of not used to that. But I guess my question is, does Auburn have to beat, in your opinion, does Auburn have to beat Alabama to make the tournament? Or with the strength of schedule, get them in if they lose to Bama and win a couple games in the SEC tournament? What does Auburn have to do to get in?
Well, beating Alabama would be an enormous step. Now, there's no question about that. It'd be a quad one win. It's a quad one win on the road. And that'd be an enormous win for Auburn. Probably its second best win of the season since the Florida game a little over a month and a half ago. So does Auburn have to beat Alabama? Probably pretty close. And if not, it's got to go on a major run, I think, in the SEC tournament. And that means winning 2 to 3 ball games in Nashville, maybe making it to Saturday at least, the semifinal round. Auburn right now, if you look at Joe Lunardi's prognostication, Auburn is among the first 4 out. I think a win Saturday night in Tuscaloosa would knock Auburn off the bubble. But that will be very, very tough. Alabama is playing very well in spite of its loss at Georgia last Saturday. And Alabama does what Auburn has had trouble defending, and that is shooting the three and shooting it quickly.
Andy, it's always kind of a game of inches here. And looking through the Auburn schedule, there's 4 losses on the schedule of 4 points or less. And if those games swing, it's not even really a conversation in terms of the record, in terms of the tournament seeding and those things. But you've been courtside at all of these close calls, and obviously the most infamous was the Texas A&M one during the year. But you kind of last game of the season, reflecting on the end of the season, getting ready for the Iron Bowl in the losses. Have you seen anything that kind of points to consistency, a pattern? Some of my friends here say it just doesn't seem like we can finish, or we're not as tenacious. But from your perspective, courtside, watching that, because it's kind of gut wrenching to think just how different the season could swing if any of those buckets fall. Shift this from 16 and 14 to 20 and 12.
Well, let's take a look at a couple of those close games. The game in Birmingham against Houston early in the season, where Auburn had 2 chances late to win it. The Georgia game that goes into overtime, and Auburn has the lead in overtime at Georgia. You take a look at the loss, of course, to Texas A&M that Auburn thought it had won, but the last-second shot by Murphy was waved off. You look at another loss to Alabama where Auburn had the lead in the second half at Auburn. So there's 4 of those right there that, and all 4 were different. The Houston game was back and forth the whole game. Auburn had a big lead against A&M, and in just one stretch turned the ball over 2 or 3 times, couldn't get the ball across midcourt, and then back and forth until the very end. Alabama had a great second half against Auburn at Auburn, as Alabama is prone to do this season. That's a really good second half ball club, in spite of the fact that Auburn had the lead in that ball game. And even in the loss to Ole Miss the other night, a back and forth game, runs here and there, but Auburn just couldn't quite put Ole Miss away, and Ole Miss, to its credit, was able to win that ball game. So 3-point defense has been, if there's one common thread, and I think you can take the Houston game out of that, and maybe even the Georgia game out of that. But the loss to Alabama, the loss to Texas A&M, the loss to Ole Miss, the loss to Oklahoma, in spite of the fact that wasn't a close game. But in all of those games, Auburn did not defend the 3-pointer well. Auburn did a much better job of that last Saturday against early this week against LSU. That was a big win for Auburn. Auburn took its best 3-point, LSU's best 3-point shooter, and McKinnon only ended up with 3 points. I thought Auburn played much better defensively in that game, but we're also talking an LSU ball club that has 3 wins. You're facing a superior 3-point shooting team in Alabama on Saturday. I mean, they can shoot the 3, and they do it quickly. Watching that Alabama-Georgia game that was before our game last Saturday, and watching that, on Tuesday, and watching that, and they get the ball out of the net so fast, even after a team's made basket, and get the ball up the floor so quickly, and they're so good at the 3-point shot. They don't let teams go on a run. That's what impresses me about this Alabama team.
We were talking, Jerry and I were talking about the difference between the committee for college football and basketball. We feel like the basketball does it right, that they really, truly valued the strength of schedule. And you said something that made me think about this. If they do upset Alabama, even if they lost the first game in the tournament, they would be 17 and 15. And you look at the teams they played, they could have scheduled cupcake games and got in. So I kind of think they will get in at 17 and 15 if they beat Alabama.
Well, if without this strength of schedule right now, we're not even talking about the bubble.
Right.
For Auburn basketball right now. But the strength of schedule, no one has played a better schedule this year than Auburn. That includes Houston. It includes Arizona. It includes Michigan. It includes Purdue. All of those 4 non-conference games and a North Carolina State team, and then you get to the SEC. Without that strength of schedule, we're not even talking about the NCAA tournament, if that season had gone as it has for Auburn right now. But it is, and a win on Saturday would be an enormous step for Auburn into the NCAA tournament.
Andy, I know you got to leave early, but I got one question real quick. If you heard of the Sky Bar?
I have.
Okay, the reason I say this, they came out, I don't know if you've seen this or not, they came out with the top 25 best colleges bar, and the Auburn Tigers finished number 2 in the nation, the Sky Bar. I have never been there.
Nor have I.
I'm going to take Jeremy there if we go to the football game or something. We'll go there. Hey, listen, I know you got to...
It is very popular. I'll say that.
The only one they finished second to in the country was LSU, Fred's Bar at LSU. Have you ever heard of Fred's Bar at LSU?
No.
I've never been there either.
But, hey, Auburn's man. Auburn's famous. Hey, Andy, thank you so much. We'll talk to you next week. War Eagle, buddy.
My pleasure, guys. Have a great day. War Eagle.
Yeah, Andy's got to go. I think he has a meeting he's got to get to. But this is some of the best bars in the sports restaurant, bars, whatever you want to call them, in the country. LSU, number 1.
Of course.
Fred's Bar.
Makes sense.
Auburn's number 2, the Skybox. And I didn't write all of them down. FSU, I meant to get in this to the FSU update. We got sidetracked. FSU, Potbellies.
Okay, have to ask Tommy about that one.
Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it, but
yeah. Tommy's probably there right now. Texas, the Ranch. Penn State, Champs. Indiana, Kilroy's. That's nice, Kilroy's. UCF, down in Orlando. Knight's Library. Michigan's Rick's. Missouri, Willie's. I put that in for Sue and Bill. They're from Missouri. Anyway, Missouri, Will's. Florida, the Swamp. Have you ever been to the Swamp Bar?
Mm-mm.
I'm sure it's got to be good. And Georgia, the Bourbon Street.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now, Alabama had one, and I forgot to write it down. Do you have any idea what Alabama's would have been?
I'd hate to speculate.
Yeah.
But
I think it's the one downtown.
On the strip there, yeah.
Remember the big one? It's not really on the strip. It's kind of downtown. It's huge. I don't know if that made it or maybe one on the strip. I'm not sure. But anyway.
It's not the Houndstooth.
No, it wasn't Houndstooth. I know it wasn't that one. I can't remember. I should have wrote down. I apologize. But anyway, all your Auburn fans, get to the Sky Bar, have a wonderful time. We're going to sign them up and do advertising for them. We got Steve Burshine here with us right now. If you want an electrical bike, and who doesn't, I looked at I priced them in Birmingham. That actually was Mountain Brook. Then in Vestavius, there was a place in Vestavius. I checked theirs out. Wow, they like their bikes up there. Then I looked at Steve. You are selling them a lot cheaper than up there, buddy. A lot cheaper. The same bike.
Really? Well, that's good to know.
It's, no doubt. If you're looking for an electric bike, go local. Go Steve's Bike Shop. If you got a bike like I have and the tires stay flat because you bought it somewhere other than Steve's, you take it up there. Let him get the tires fixed up for you. They'll service a bike. They fix bikes. If you want a new or used bike, go to Steve's Bike on 23rd Street. What do you think what's probably the best brand in your opinion? What do you think about that?
The best brand?
Yeah. If you're looking at bikes, which one would you go with?
Well,
you got a lot of different ones down there.
Well, my main brand is Giant, and Giant is the largest manufacturer of bikes in the world. They manufacture a lot of other brands. So a lot of the brands you might be familiar with, Giant actually makes those bikes. So,
okay.
So that's good. And then, of course, in the electric bikes, we carry Mach Wheel and another brand called Big Sur. And they're just excellent bikes.
Yeah. And you would deal with people. I mean, you got used ones, you got new ones, you got it all.
The main thing we look for when we pick up a brand is support, to make sure that we can get the parts to repair it and get the service. If there's any problems with it, we can get the service.
And you got a lot of employees down there. I mean, you got some good people down there.
Yeah, we're a little short right now, but yeah,
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I might need me in the job here pretty soon.
Yeah.
I hope not. Anyway, let's talk about some of our other great sponsors we have. Appreciate all of them. Dr. Ward, listen every Wednesday, 7:30 right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Skin cancer can be deadly. Matter of fact, he's doing a procedure on me next week, and nobody else would do it but him because that's who I want to go with. The guy is incredible. Dr. Ward. Also, don't forget about Pepper's Restaurant here in beautiful Panama City Beach. Buy one, get one free. House Margaritas draft beer. The food's incredible. Great place to have a birthday party. We all know about the one in town. We finally got one here in Panama City Beach. Where's it located? Parkway, where TG Fridays used to be. Go check it out. You'll be glad you did. Also, the legendary J. Michael's Restaurant, Stevenson Air Conditioning, Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Get out to see Pat Perno, the City Commissioner of Lynn Haven. Love you, Pat. Wonderful man. Wonderful man. Great City Commissioner for Lynn Haven. Beef O'Brady's, Lynn Haven. The key word there is Lynn Haven. You're already down there. Go see Russ, Amber, and Patrick. Adams Jewelry. You need to get those beautiful daughters of yours. Now, your wife, you need to take care of them. You're going to make them feel special.
Okay.
Make sure where you're going to go. David Adams.
Yes.
We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Dan Patrick Show. Dan Patrick.
I'm looking at the schools that are most represented at the Combine. Texas A&M, 13 players. Alabama 12, Ohio State 11, LSU 11, Georgia 10, Oklahoma 10, Miami 10, Clemson 9, Indiana 9. But Ohio State didn't win the Big Ten.
It's the Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings from 9 till 11. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Are you living with chronic pain, anxiety, or sleepless nights? You don't have to just get by. You deserve to thrive. At Thrive Alternative Medicine on Panama City Beach Parkway, Dr. Laughlin and counselor Suzanne Clark provide a compassionate path to relief, from medical marijuana card certifications to professional mental health counseling, managing conditions like PTSD, chronic pain, and the complexities of cancer. Book online at thrivealternativemedicine.com. thrivealternativemedicine.com. Find the relief you deserve.
Your goals matter, and at Anytime Fitness Panama City, they're ready to help you crush them. With expert coaching, personal training, and virtual workouts through the Anytime Fitness app, you'll have all the support you need inside the club and beyond. Limited time only. Join today for just $1 down and start your fitness journey now. Don't wait. Visit 107 West 23rd Street, Suite W8, or call 850-818-8184. Anytime Fitness. Let's make healthy happen.
With over 4 decades in business, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to take your collection to the next level. All new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia, and supplies. New and vintage cards and Pokemon. Buy, sell, and trade. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards inside the Stanford Station on 23rd Street next to Academy Sports. Come see the bigger store and the larger inventory, or visit online, instantReplaySportsCards.com.
I don't always talk to Alabama fans, but when I do, I ask for large fries. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Jeremy Prison, Steve Burrishaw, Big James in the glass back there. Oh, my goodness. Let's talk about one thing I did want to bring up today. The Trump, our wonderful President Trump, is meeting tomorrow with College Sports Roundtable. I do believe Nick Saban is on the committee, Urban Meyer, and I thought Texas A&M billionaire, I thought he was involved in this. I'm not sure. I just know that Urban Meyer is involved in it and Nick Saban. They're going to try to get together and brainstorm and come up with some way to save college athletics, because I just truly believe this. It can't keep going on like it is now. Sooner or later, people can't give money for NIL and then buy tickets and buy this and buy that. You just have so much money.
Right. Yeah.
So it can't go on. And then we saw what the great state of Mississippi did. They waived the fee, NIL fee for athletes, don't have to pay taxes on their money, when the average guy out there is working, making $50,000, $60,000 a year, still got to pay his state income tax. A lot of people in Mississippi don't like that. Then you had some in Mississippi who were like, they're big sports fans. Hey, it's okay. We'll get these great players in. Look what Ole Miss has done in football this past year, the recognition of that great state. My brother-in-law is wealthy, and he does not like it one bit. And there's other people that feel that way. So it's just crazy what we see in this world. One other thing is crazy. Tennessee Volunteers, they did something that was unbelievable. This is beer sales. Beers. They made $4,300,000 in beer sales. Now, Jeremy, that's like 283,919 cans of beer. The 3 games where they made the most money, at least $2.3 million. No, I'll take that back. $2.3 million, I think, came from these games. They were all, answer the question, were they all wins or they were all losses? Where they made the most money on the beer? Were they celebrating or were they drowning in the sorrow?
They're going to drown their sorrows.
You are correct, my friend. The 3 games they made the most money.
Georgia. I knew that.
Kirby Smart owns the state of Tennessee. Oklahoma. Remember Oklahoma? He used to be the quarterback there.
I knew the Georgia one was top dog.
And then the one people don't really remember, Vandy.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. That really hurt, the Vandy one. That's where they made their money. Let's look at other schools in the great SEC. How do they do in their liquor sales? Let's go back. This year in Alabama, I don't know. But in 2024, the Alabama Crimson Tide Lost to Oklahoma for homecoming. That was not good. That was last year. The year before now, I think they won all their home games, right? His first year. I think he lost all on the road. So, but this is what Bama made in liquor sales. It wasn't what Tennessee did. $913,100. Almost under $1 million.
They need to lose more so they can make more money.
Maybe. Well, now, most of them quit selling the liquor in the fourth quarter. I think the end of the third quarter, they quit selling it. I think that's across the board.
Don't some of them have, like, you can only buy liquor, beer in certain sections, too?
Yes.
And then some of them have where you can buy beer everywhere?
Right. That's a good point. I don't know how it is in Tuscaloosa. I don't know. Now, they've gotten better from 2024 to 2025. I guarantee it's going to be more this year. Maybe the price was different. I don't know. 2020, they do have the price of Oklahoma 2025. Oklahoma made $844,207. Georgia in 2025 made a lot of money at the Alabama game. Alabama beat them there. $828,870. Florida Gators, how'd they do? 2024 and 2022. Florida hadn't been very good lately. Florida made on 2024, the Florida Gators made $700,828. In 2022, I think that was the first year they let them sell alcohol there. Florida in 2022 made $669,345.
All right, so how much did Georgia make?
Georgia in what year?
This past
Well,
year.
in 2025, Georgia made $828,870.
So not even enough to pay Kirby's salary for one game.
For one game. That's a great point. Dang, that's true. That's true. 2023, Georgia only made $609. Go back, you look at the years back and what now, either they're raising their price or maybe they're doing what James is doing. They're putting them across the board. Not just one little section of the stadium. And I'll be honest, you take your grandkids to a game, I love, Dixieland, I love it. But I didn't like it when I'm sitting there and everybody's saying F word in front of my grandkids. I just think that's classless. I don't like that for Alabama to do that. I don't.
No.
They try to blare it out, but you can hear it. That's a big cheer at Bama. It's a big deal. People go crazy. We sing the song, but when we get to that point, when I got Lorelei Layton standing there beside me, I'm like, okay.
And you should have heard it in the Rose Bowl against Indiana. It was epic when we kicked that field goal and they played it.
That's embarrassing. That was embarrassing, Jeremy.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah. Have you had your kids up in Tuscaloosa when they do that?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
just go with the flow?
Yeah.
I would say something, but I won't. Anyway, all right. I think they should have Jeremy on the Tron saying, we're not saying this today.
That'd go over.
they probably
be like a lead balloon.
All those beer cans be going in one place. Unbelievable. All right. Basketball. Since 2000, I wanted to get this in here for Wildcat. I hope Wildcat's listening right now. You got Florida, you got Kentucky. Since 2000, which is the best program? Which one do you think is the best program since 2000 to now? Florida. You say Florida.
Yeah.
I think Florida.
Yeah, got to be Florida.
Okay. We're talking the blue blood of college basketball, Kentucky, the biggest arena. All right, let's look at national championships since 2000. Kentucky's only got one. I didn't realize that. Just one.
Mm-hmm.
Florida Gators got 3.
Yeah.
You guys are smart. Title games, play for the championship. Florida 4, Kentucky just 2.
Mm-hmm.
Final 4 appearances. Florida Gators 5 times. Kentucky 4. Elite 8. Florida 9. Kentucky 9, okay. SEC championships. Or maybe, I don't know if it's championship or play the SEC championship game. So I guess say a championship. 7 for Florida, 10 for Kentucky. Is that right? I don't think that's right.
I think that's close.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Total wins, but here you go. Total wins since 2000. Florida, 575. Kentucky, 660. So Kentucky's got more wins. Florida's got more championships.
Got to win when it matters.
There you go. Got to win when it matters. I'm going to agree with you guys. Let's give it to the Florida Gators over Kentucky Wildcats. I never, growing up at my age,
You've never had this segment.
Kentucky was the team.
Yeah, you just Alabama, Kentucky, or SEC.
Kentucky and Indiana were that was your basketball schools, but that all changed.
No doubt.
In the 2000s.
I want to jump into the state of Florida college football. Who's had the best program? Well, no. We'll go back from. Let's do this. Since 2020, who's got the most wins in the state of Florida since 2020? What school? Central
USF.
Florida. USF. Okay. What do you think?
Yeah.
James, come on, help me. Central Florida.
That one's
Central
UCF.
Florida. Good pick. Who do you think?
Yeah, I have no idea. No idea.
Here we go.
I'm leaning towards what he said because I don't think...
Y'all are smart.
Because Florida and FSU and Miami haven't won a lot of games since 2020.
Since 2020, the best football program, far as wins. FIU. 20 wins.
Wow.
FAU, 26 wins. South Florida, 27 wins. Florida Gators, embarrassing, 37 wins. That's a joke. That is an embarrassment to the state of Florida, the SEC, and everything else. 37 wins. FSU, Bobby Bowden will roll over in his grave, 38 wins. UCF, 39 wins.
39.
Who is number one in the state of Florida? Come on, guys.
Miami.
That's
the only one left.
Yeah, that's the only one left.
Who's number two? Florida A&M. 42 wins. The Miami Hurricanes since 2020, 50 wins. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Man. This is, you know what? This game show is incredible that I got going here.
You're a great host, too.
Name some scores. Oh, we got to take a break. Dang it. I got some other great stuff for you other day. All right. We get back. We'll talk a little about everything. We got to talk about some music. You're into music, right?
I am.
I like the Eagles. I like Elvis. Oh, the Elvis movie's still out. Go see it. Take your family. You can take your kids. All it is really footage that we've never seen ever that they found in some vault. And then it's the movie like you're at a concert, and IMAX is incredible. It's like you can touch Elvis. Like people stand up and clap. It was 4:30 in the afternoon in Pier Park. There were 5 open seats, and that was it, the whole place. It was almost sold out. It was over. People stood up and clapped. It's amazing. Elvis is still alive.
Yeah, I got to see that.
Yeah, you'll love it. Go see it in IMAX, too. As they're getting ready to put it in the rest of the theaters, it's better in IMAX. It's better that you have Turpro Pest Control. Patrick does such a wonderful job. Your yard will look like a golf course. You got bugs in the house. You got bugs eating up your lawn. Not anymore. Turpro Pest Control come out and take care of all your problems. Pat Garner. Listen to him every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Go local. Go Pat. Go Turpro. Also, Kyle Vandergriff. Love him. His mom and dad, legendary people here. Locals taking care of locals. TK Vandy Roofing and General Contract. They are contracted with the government, school board. They can build anything. They can build a school. They can build a house. They can do anything you want. Not just roofs. They can do it all. They design it. They build it. Commercial, residential, you name it, Kyle can do it. And Steve's Bike Shop. We'll talk more about that in our last segment. Steve is an air conditioner #1, not even close. Locals taking care of locals. Don't use nothing but locals. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Rich Eisen Show.
Jeremiah Love. I like to get in your face and talk a little bit, especially if it's USC.
Okay.
Yeah, I flip a switch, turn into a different person.
Okay. No kidding.
Gotta have a little bit of craziness. Just a little bit.
Why do you say that?
Because who wants to be hit and hit people for a living, you know?
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 11 to 2. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Thursday's weather. This afternoon and evening there will be a gentle breeze out of the south-southeast, mostly sunshine and 74. Slight fog tonight, about the same at 65. Tomorrow, slightly foggy in the morning and then some sun and a gentle breeze right around 8 miles per hour with a high of 75. The same at 75 Saturday, and we'll have mostly sunshine. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning in to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Are you ready for another historic season at the bank? It's time to lock in your seats for 2026 by placing your deposit now. Next season will be played at Everbank Stadium, but seating capacity is limited due to in-bowl renovations, and spots are going fast. Don't miss out on your chance to see the season's biggest matchups and highlight real moments by placing your deposit at Jaguars.com/tickets or by calling 904-633-2000. Go Jags!
That boot store can help you dress in style, from casual Western wear for a night out with family and friends to a special meeting that requires a fashion touch with Western flair. From boots to hats, belts to shirts to jeans and a lot more for the smallest of the largest in name brand Western attire, including Carhartt work clothes. Shop that boot store for the whole family. Open Tuesday through Thursday 9 to 5, Friday and Saturday 9 to 5:30. Next to Billboard Kia, 15th Street, Panama City, where God is good all the time.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show.
I'm not prepared. I really am not prepared at all.
I hope you won't judge me on one email I sent 10 years ago.
My apartment smells of rich mahogany.
Live from the J. Michael Studio.
Not after spicy your food,
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. That day has gone by quickly. Our special guest today, Steve Burdishaw, swim coach at Mosley. They've been in business at Steve's Bike Shop since 1979, right across the street from Sam's. They do great work. Jeremy Pridgeon. Jeremy, I didn't ask you, how's everything going down in church? Tell everybody what church we're talking about and where you're located.
We're at First United Methodist Church of Panama City. We're off to great start here, and moving through Holy Week, toward Holy Week, and Lent, Easter, all those things on the horizon here. So come join us 8:15, 9:30, 10:45 Sunday morning.
And Steve, tell me again where you're located, and electrical bikes, used bikes.
We got it all. Pedal bikes, electric bikes, right there across from Sam's on 23rd Street.
I call them the workout stationary bikes too. I saw one that I had talked to you about before. It's really a well-built, heavy, thick one. You can put it in your garage, you can put it in your house, and you can ride that sucker all day long, keep up the mileage, how much of your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
That looks like a really good one there.
Yep.
And you can deal on that one, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You got you got everything you can think of down there. And you got helmets.
Yes,
you got all kind of gear, shirt. You got everything you need.
We got it all.
And we got to tell everybody, wear a helmet. I'll never forget this. Jeremy, I was down my last year coaching down Cape Coral, Fort Myers area, Naples, down that way. Real famous weather guy. Loved riding bikes. They do it every weekend. Well, he's out riding. Just fell over. Didn't hit anything. Just fell over the bike, tripped up, hit his head just right, died right then, right there.
Yeah.
Got to have the helmet.
So, all right, we got a caller. Let's take this caller. Good morning. Good.
Eddie, you there?
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Go Blue Truck Series, I just want to say Michigan saved the Olympics. It's been a while. I just want to say 6 Michiganders were on the men's hockey team. Megan Keller's from Michigan, scored the game winner against Canada. And all these libtards that are trying to make, hey, they're hockey players. They're sporting the red, white, and blue, true patriots, losing teeth and all that. So all you libtards out there that are trying to make politics in sports, you guys can all just, I can't say it on the air, but I'm so proud of our hockey teams and our Olympic athletes for representing the United States, except for a couple that had some choice comments, and those same athletes didn't do too well, just saying. But I just want to say Michigan saved American hockey. Michigan saved American hockey on both sides, girls and boys. Anyway.
Roll Tide.
Yeah. But then again, Trump should have called the girls right after they won to go, because anytime you beat the Canucks in hockey, it's a big deal. And, of course, the guys have had our number for a while. The girls have had Canada's number for a while, but it's a big deal. And the Canucks are some of the, as my dad used to say, even the bums are nice in Canada. Anyway,
wow. We were worried.
How are you? Hey,
great. I was worried about you
today, bro.
What?
When I make a hey, I just don't call to hear myself talk, Coach.
That's not what other people say, but
Okay, whatever. Anyway.
Hey, can I get a word in, edgewise?
I've been busy, bro. You know, Eddie with baseball, football, therapy, you know, family life, work. You know, it's just, you know, my life doesn't revolve around you, Coach, like you think it does.
Well, there was a rumor going around. I thought maybe you had heard it. A lot of talk that you were going to take over Iran. Is there anything about that? That's what we heard. That's where you were. Heard they had you ready to go. I don't know. Who knows?
Well, you know what I do, so I mean, I don't know what the future holds.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to say about that.
I got a question for you. You can help these two other experts in here.
Oh, yeah. Can I say something really quick?
You're going to anyway.
The Jerome Moore legacy sucks. Sorry. I should have said that on the air. My bad. You got the preacher in there, right?
Yeah.
My bad, preacher. My bad.
Well,
anyway.
You're right, but Michigan's always kind of sucked. I get that. And I'm glad you noticed that now.
Assistant coach under Jerome Moore, and now he's getting charged up on rape charge while he was assistant. He got fired by the Falcons, whatever. It's like Michigan makes me sick because they keep shoving stuff under the rug, and I felt like I've been lied to all my 50 years of life because they've been just. And I know Michigan's not the only school that does it, but dude. I mean, that's just not right. Not for that. Integrity first, bro. Integrity.
Said by American legend. I love you, Michigan. All right, hey, listen, I got a question for you. Guys, help me out. Is this a true statement? Does the SEC own the Ohio State Buckeyes? When Ohio State plays an SEC school, their record is 14 losses, 6 wins, 1 tie. Does the SEC own Ohio State?
I would have to say with Ohio State, it is what it is. But I'll tell you one thing. Ever since NIL, transport, and all of that, seems like the Big Ten overall has an upper hand on the SEC.
Last 3 years, I'm going to take my hat off and say you guys got the best conference because you won the national championship. I'm being fair and balanced. Overall, top to bottom, you look at the NFL draft, we've got more people going there than any other league. You watch every draft, we always have more than any other league. But on the field, developing players, coaching players, you got to give them credit. They won the national championship. We did not. We did not win them. So we got Jeremy. We can't throw it in their face all these years and then turn around and make a different rule. They got the best conference because they're the national champs.
Yep.
So Big Ten, you're the deal. Hey, let me ask my special guest here. You like music. You always come here talking about musical things happening. Anything going on anytime soon?
Absolutely. The Panama City Songwriters Festival is set up to happen again November 5th, 6th, and 7th. It'll be the 8th annual. This thing's been going on for now 8 years. Have songwriters from all over the Southeast and Canada and Ireland and everywhere coming in. If you're a local songwriter and hearing this and you want to send in your tape, you can go on the Panama City Songwriters Festival website and send in your audition. Have excellent musicians every year there, all singer-songwriters writing original stuff. You're going to hear stuff you can't hear anywhere else, and who knows who you're going to hear. Like I said, a couple years ago, we had the Red Clay Strays. Nobody knew who they were. They were here singing their original stuff, and now they're, now you can't afford them. They're big time now.
Catch them on the way up.
Yeah. You might hear some of Glenn Manley's new songs that he's written.
Yeah, real quick. Yeah, Deanna saw them at the Jam, and Deanna and the kids love them, and we're going to Jam this year. Also, isn't this weekend the Scottish Festival? Because my buddy at work plays the bagpipes, and he's going to be playing the bagpipes, I think. Is it this weekend they're having the Scottish Festival?
It might be. There's all kind of great music in Bay County all the time. Downtown, St. Andrews, there's always good music.
You know what this place needs? A good jazz club. My dad played his horn back in the Detroit metro area, saw under Leonard Smith and all that.
They used to have that little coffee shop over in the Cove, and they would have jazz nights there every week, but I guess it didn't make it because the last time I went by there it was closed. But yeah, they used to have a jazz trio in there once a week, and we need to get that going again. There is a jazz society here, and they put on a show, probably 4 or 5 shows a year at different restaurants and stuff. But yeah, we need more of that too.
Also, Coach,
Yes,
I was
sir.
at that Cajun Place Super Bowl weekend picking up my wings. Awesome wings. That Cajun Place are huge. 50-cent wings during football season, all that. But they had a trio playing, Jess. They're playing Glenn Miller, which my dad used to play.
Oh, yeah.
And,
yeah, that's a great group.
And yeah, one of the dudes actually was in the Glenn Miller Orchestra tribute. Whatever
Yeah, he
thing.
works out
And
down at
they're really
360.
good.
He's a great guy. He's been doing that for Jan and Trudy for a while now. Hey, Mr. We got to go, brother. Call us in sooner if we can spend time with you.
That's a bunch of crap. I call and then I got to go. What's up with that?
The show's over. That's why.
Love you, Coach. Love your preacher. You take care.
have a
Take
good
care,
one.
fellas. Go Blue. I'm out.
Love you, Coach. He didn't say love you, Steve. I apologize for that.
That's all right. I can live with it.
Jeremy, talk about church. Where you at? When's this? When the services?
8:15, 9:30, 10:45 Sunday morning, First United Methodist Church. Come join us. Check us out online, Facebook. Yep.
Steve?
Steve's Bike Shop on 23rd Street. We got everything you need for bicycles.
And we're here. I got 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Come out, see us. Listen to us. Whatever you'd like to do. I'm going to raise the rates. Hate to say that, but I'm just trying to kill time. Anyway, Jeremy, I'm heading down to Mississippi. Make sure a little prayer that we get there and get
And then back to
safely.
Destin.
Yeah, I got to go there. Then we got a dance recital in Hattiesburg. Then we got to get back to a cheerleading competition Sunday in Destin. Brian will be sitting in with us tomorrow. He does a great job. Jason Kovalevsky, Max Fitzworth Nutrition, will be there. He is incredible. No doubt about that. Jim Brandt be back in the saddle. I can't forget just one other person. Kyle's out of town. Kyle Vandergrift's out of town. But we'll be right here all day long. Keep it here. And don't forget the Iron Bowl of college football, college basketball Iron Bowl. Listen to Andy Burcham right here on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. And don't forget, you want a great education. That is the Harvard of the South. Baseball program second to none. The one and only Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. They are incredible. We're out. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida. The Magic plays here.
The Orlando Magic are trying to secure a playoff